Alright, and hello again from the Yuzu Newzu desk. The two Newzus for Yuzu Newzu 22zu. Alright, first I want to start with a big thank you very much to everyone who is here that's watching this week that also watched last week, especially if you're new to this channel as of last week. That video exploded! I've never seen 100 views in one day, let alone 130, so that's really awesome, and I have it all thanks to, well, the viewers that are watching this. I have a feeling it's something to do with the tags, but even still, if even one of you came back this week, thank you so very much. Okay, so we've got a special episode this week. I'm going to go through some news, and then we've got a lot to talk about for next week's episode. Getting right down to it. As we mentioned last week, Yamamoto Sayaka is releasing her second album, called Identity, on October 4th. However, during this past week, a new preview has been released called Joker. It's an exciting song, it's a little bit different, exactly what you would expect from something like Yamamoto Sayaka, and certainly what you would expect off of an album called Identity. I hope it helps you buy the album, really do. It comes out October 4th, and you can pick up your copy at your favorite Japanese exporter, or at your local corner store if you're in Japan, actually. Alright, the new Nogi 46 covers have been revealed, and they are cute. They are extremely cute, and, well, safe reviews, because school uniforms and idols, I mean, is there anything more iconic? Seriously, is there? I'm not really sure there is, actually. It's pretty much all about safe reviews and school uniforms, and unless you're K 46, and that's military outfits, I suppose. Well, even HKT's kind of got that military thing going on. Alright! Alright, now on to the big news of this week. The AKB48 2017 Janken Daikai is next weekend. That's right, it will be September 23rd, really the 24th, early in the morning. 3 a.m. for us in Central Time. That's 1 a.m. for those of you in the Pacific, and 3 a.m. for those of you on the East Coast. Hope you're excited. I know I'm excited. As of today, yesterday really, it was announced that Nico Live will be holding the stream for the event, which means it is 100% available to us American viewers. I know I've already got my premium membership, so I'm excited to watch. For those of you whose first time it might be watching the Janken Taikai, here's kind of a bit of what to expect. So it's going to open with a mini live. I call it a mini live, but it's really more like a full live because it really is like a concert up there. And they'll go through a few songs and set list, and then they'll introduce the announcers. Stay tuned for like this one American or British woman who speaks flawless Japanese, which is a bigger woman, and like she just got this incredible like yodeling voice. So you don't know who I'm talking about. You gotta watch it to find out. If you do know who I'm talking about, you know exactly who I'm talking about. So there's gonna be like a little ceremony where they're gonna announce him, they're gonna bring out the referee, and then they're gonna announce the first group, which would be like A block, which is like the first 8 people or so, 8 groups. Then they're going to announce each unit, and they'll come out, do a little intro, like a skit, and some costumes, really cute costumes. Mostly you're watching for the costumes. And then they all get on stage, they call them up 2 at a time, 2 units at a time. Now this is where it's a little bit different than previous years. What I'm assuming is going to happen is one member from each group, because that's what they did in the prelims, is going to go up to the pedestal, it's like a pedestal, while being watched over by the judge. They're going to stand fist to fist, right? And then they're going to rock, paper, scissors, best of 1. And then the winner's happy, the loser cries, and the winner moves on. And then the loser has to go take a seat. And this will repeat for all of the groups. I want to bring up, because this is certainly going to come up, especially if you're new to the fandom and you haven't been a part of it for a Janken before, is it rigged? Now a lot of people are going to throw in, well, Juden have run with only paper, and what about that Neapolitan run only throwing rock, and, all of them have seemed to deserve to win their respective years. That's bullshit. There's been exactly 4 Jankens. That is statistically insignificant. And to top it all off, they usually throw out the first year. So that makes it like 3 years. You cannot get a scientific analysis out of 3 years of Jankens. You just can't do it. Furthermore, how do you explain the 11-year-olds that keep the secret? In all honesty, are you really going to tell me they will not spill it to anyone, or that people that left the industry aren't going to spill it to anyone? That is absurd. 100% absurd. I 100% think those people are just jealous because the Oshi isn't in it. That being said, I'm pulling for Joe. So, with that in mind, I invite all of you now to join me and a small group of San Antonio Idol fans as we stream the Janken. Well, we will not be streaming the Janken event, we'll be streaming the Janken party, and you're welcome to join us. It will be on YouTube Live Saturday evening, really Sunday morning. The main event starts at 3 a.m., starting at 1 or 2 a.m. I haven't quite decided yet. I will be making cocktails for everyone so that we can participate in the Janken drinking game. It's really, really easy. The rules are simple. They are twofold. While they're announcing who's going against who, you bet on who's going to win. If there's a draw, you double. So 1 drink, 2 drinks, 4 drinks, and so on. So there's that. All right. So it'll be exciting. Feel free to. There'll be drinks. There'll be fun. The games. You're more than welcome to come in. We've got a very good English-speaking stream, and we can totally help you out if you're new to the Idol fan base. And I really hope you enjoy it. Tons of fan interactions. There'll be a giveaway later in the evening for those of you who are watching. I know it's early in the morning, but come on, it's a Sunday. Hopefully you don't have work the next day. If you do have work the next day, well then maybe you should watch. But if you don't, I really do hope you join us. So again, that'll be next Sunday, and I'm sure I'll send out a little reminder video on Saturday beforehand. Alright, and finally, for this week's Random Corner. Hope you enjoyed last week's Random Corner. That was Miyawaki Sakura failing at Mammoth, which is a Saishu Bell Ganaru theater song.
あまねんねいなくなっちゃったいいよあまねなんていなくても2人でやっていけるのさあまねちゅ